Hi, Christy. How are you? Hi, Judy. Good to see you, honey. I got started just a little bit early because it takes so long to get notification. I'm fine, honey. I've been sick for a month, but I'm okay now, I guess. Guess I might as well be. I love you, Spanky. I'm going to decorate my book a little bit so that I can send it on its way. Yes, I'm telling you what, it's just been crazy. I just one thing to another. Then yesterday I had a little bout of the stomach flu. I guess, I don't know, you know, if it was just part of what I've been going through or whatever, but I'm tired of complaining. I'm just not going to complain anymore. It is what it is. And I'm trying to sort out some things I might put on the ends of this book. And some kind of beads or something. I've got some little charms that I bought, but they're so tiny you can just barely see them. they're just itty bitty. And I mean small. And they're silver, and my bulb pens are gold. That's to be expected, I guess. I'm not going to put a whole lot of them anyway. Oh, it come off already. Oh, there's a pretty little butterfly. That'd be good. I can get the wire out of it. Oh, man, I bet you had a big one, honey. You were really slinging the paint last night. I was sick yesterday, and I was sick when I went to my granddaughter's birthday party. I didn't feel like going, and I just had to. It was her 23rd birthday, and the whole family was going to be there. And so went anyway. And while we were out, I told my granddaughter, I said, I want to go to Tuesday morning. Hadn't been there. And I was very disappointed in what I found, but I did find a few things. At regular price, I didn't find anything on sale. A couple of stamps, but after I looked at them for a while, I decided I really didn't want them. I didn't need them too bad. Yeah.
Well, I went to bed just as soon as I got home, and I read all day and all night. I was up for a little while last night for Spanky's Live. Hi, Cynthia. How are you, darling? And I mean, I was just too sick to be up. And then I had leg cramps, and my legs are so sore this morning that I can't hardly move. It was on the sides of my legs, which was extremely painful. And I just kind of was glad when the night was over. I was up and down all night, but oh, I found some bigger ones. These will work. It's Cynthia. I have fibromyalgia, and honey, it just comes and goes. I mean, it's just, I never know how I'm going to feel from one day to the next. So it's just part of my life, and I just have to live with it. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and come on if it, if it meant running up and down the stairs or whatever. I was just going to come on. And I'm always glad I do, because I feel better when I, have something to take my mind off of it. There we go. Now, I've got a few dangles there. Makes the sides not look quite as blank. This book is ready to go. It's ready to go out. So while I was out, I did find something to put it in, which I really, really love. And this is going to a special friend. So and this is stretching, so it's not going to hold it very much. And I hope it fits. Fibro does suck. It really does. And if you don't have it, you have no idea the pain that it causes. It's unbelievable how much it can cause. And now I need to make a tassel of some kind. Green one. So I don't know what I'm going to put on the spine of it. It's got lace on it. I don't know if it needs anything too bad. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it alone. It's got lace all the way up there. Hi, Shannon. How are you, honey? I'll get all my tidbits back in my little box. This stays right on my desk so I can find them. Otherwise, looks like my string is holding. Yes. Oh. About dropped it all. And now those don't go in it, or the lid won't go on it. I found this in my jewelry box. Chrissy, I hope I didn't make Misty mad. I just didn't see anybody post, but then that I was on top chat, so it was no wonder I wasn't seeing everything. So it was my bad when I said I didn't see anybody say anything, and I should have not said anything at all. So, I'm sorry, because I just love you and your sister to death. So, oh, that's a pretty little piece of lace. I'll have to use that. I have decided that I'm going to make a, hi, Michelle. Okay. I'm really worried about it, because that, I don't usually do that. And I don't know. I just felt the need to speak up, and then realized I was in wrong. Because if you aren't on live chat, not chat, you don't always see everything, that's And I don't know why they put them on it. Oh, Shannon, I'm sorry, honey. But you're out in the field, aren't you? You were online last I saw. I don't know why they've got it. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, and it always you always have to pick, and I don't know why you have to pick. If you want to be in chat, you want to be in live chat. You know, you don't want to be in something else. So I love being there too, honey. I do. Hi, Maddie. And I owe you a very special thank you too, honey. I did get a neat little haul at Tuesday morning. It's small, but I did, and I spent a lot of money, and I shouldn't have. And you know, I had put myself on a spending shutdown for the year. I have broke that so many times, and I'm about to do it again. I had said I would not spend any money except what I needed for things like glue and that kind of thing. Hi, Bootsy. How are you, honey? My mouth is, it is not matching. I can see that on mine. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. But I keep finding things that I really need for a book. And, you know, what am I going to do? And then this morning, I seen Dick and Jane cards. And let me tell you, I went to hunting a whole deck of them. And I went to hunting them. I love Dick and Jane. If it hadn't been for Dick and Jane, my son Tommy would not have learned how to read, and he does know how to read. And so that I'm tickled for, because he can read children's books, and that keeps him occupied, even if he never got over. And sometimes I've seen him read the headlines of the newspaper, and he reads the chat once in a while. So yeah, I broke my freeze. Well, Bootsy, I want some doily pieces. Can you help me out? You can crochet them, you can make them, you can sell me what you got or whatever. I need little ones, little doily pieces. Oh, about the size that big around, about the size of a flower. I'm going to make an all lace book, all fabric. So that's, I have this implanted in my head and I've got to get it out. And then I've got to make my journal from the Forever Love or whatever it's called pad. I want to do that. And I don't know that I'm going to put I'm going to put lace in it, but I don't know that I'm going to put a lot of stuff in it because that pad is beautiful and I may just use it all. Yes, right. You're right. Sierra, I've seen some of Sierra's. Uh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use all colors of lace, and it's going to have pink and blue and just be lacy and frilly. And you know, the cover I want to have but the inside is going to be made with whatever colored lace I have, and you know, trims and just pretty things. So I really need them for pockets, so it really doesn't matter because I'm not using any paper in it. It is going to be all fabric. It'll have about 6 pages at the most, and it is going to be really pretty. I have it in my head. Now I've got to see if I can do it. It's going to have some jewels. And going on a cruise, my gosh. Oh, there you go, Shannon. Anyway, this book is ready to go. Now I've got to see. Okay. I've got to see. I read that, Spanky. Thank you. I know. They're not matching. I can see it. And I don't know why, because I have full bars. It's like it's YouTube. Me and YouTube do not get along. That's why I like to craft with it turned down, because then you can't see that. Okay, let me show you some of the things I bought. I found here, I'm going to turn the camera down. Here, let me turn it over and down, or I'll just turn it down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's upside down. I can show it to you upside down. I bought these paper clips just because I really, really liked them. And they were $2 for the bag. I got this. Oh no, honey, I'm sorry. I'm not showing any buffering, but that doesn't mean it doesn't. I've lost a couple. It says I've lost a couple. Embossing folders. I got 3. This one is to use with mixed media, which I thought was really cool. And this one, it's hard to see unless you open it up. And I will see if I can find where it opens. It doesn't have the opening. That's great. It has tulips and daisies, and it's thin. It is thin. But let me open it, and maybe you can see it a little better. You see that? Let me put it on a black piece. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. Maybe on this. No, it's just better me holding it up. Anyway, got that. Well, yes, there is. Like this. And then I got this one because I just thought it was a really, really cute thing. And I think I'll really use it a lot. So I got those. Then I got this stencil. I love the circles and the diamond shapes on it. Then I got this box of paper clips. because they were pretty gold and shiny, and I don't have any gold paper clips at all. And 2 more spools of ribbon. This is a Rogaine. I guess that's how you say it. Rogaine ribbon. And this one is a satin. But I love that color. And it is not blue. It is teal. I don't know why it's showing blue on my computer, but it is. But it's teal. And then I got myself a sketchbook. And let's turn it around this way, and then you can see it. I need to turn my camera around. There is 100 sheets, I believe, in this, and it's $7. It was $7. And the paper is real smooth, but it is pretty paper. It's really pretty paper. So I'm really thrilled with it. And a lot of it. So I can draw, and I needed a mixed media pad, but I can draw and do whatever I want. And here's what I got to send my journal off in. And I'm going to turn this camera around. Hang on to your seat, because I'm turning it the other way. So do I need to start over? My back? I guess I did. Hi, Malia. If I need to start over, I will, because I am buffering. I can see it. It's not saying stable. Bye, Shannon. Thanks for coming in, honey. Good Lord, it's cold up here. Oh, good. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And what I need to see, oh my goodness, it's not gonna fit. I may have to take some of the ephemera out and put it in a bag and let her put it in there. Maybe that's what I should do. Just take some of the ephemera out. Except that it's buttons, and I don't think I have any ephemera I could take out of it. Oh, come on. I went through 2 of those. Thank you, Malia. I really don't have any ephemera. It's the flowers. And they're squashing. There's one tag in the whole book. There's 2. There's a card. Hi, Christina. I'm trying to get this book wheel to go in this box, but I don't think it's going to. Here's that one. And here's this. And that's hooked. And that's hooked. There's some there. Maybe I can get it down a little bit. And there's a piece there. And here's one here. That's going to help a little bit. Yeah, I'll sit on it for a while or something. And that is, yeah, it does have a picture in it, a couple of them. Take those out. And I can take that one off. And I can take that one out. I'll just empty it and put them in a bag, and then she can put them in. We'll see if that works. I had it tied. I had it tied. Tight. And that is not a pocket, and that is not, that has one. Here's one. And there's one. It's going overseas, so you know, it's got to, oh, that's going to help. That is going to help. Now, let's see if it'll go. Oops, my flower come off, which that's all right. It just sticks on. And I've got it tied with an elastic band. It still didn't do it. Should have bought the bigger one. I may have to go back and get the bigger one. Unless I can pull it down a little farther. Then I don't know if I can get the rest of my stuff in there. I might have to put it in there by itself. Okay, I can close it if I put something around this. I'm surprised we don't have damage. It was so bad. I'll go in there. Make it shut. I'll tie a big ribbon around it and make it shut. And I think it'll be all right. But anyway, that's where the book is going to go. And then the ephemera can go in a bag and be put just in a regular box that I will have to send it in anyway. And she can put it in the book as she wants to. So I'll put that in something else. And I will turn this around so the spine's not being, that's better, I think. Maybe it's better the other way. I don't know. They have more of these, and I guess I'll take this back and get one of the bigger ones. Anyway, that's what I bought, and I've got, like I said, they had some bigger ones. So I made with a pretty box for, have something a little extra special. Okay, but that's not all. And that wasn't all I bought for her. She has been really, really supportive of me and sent me lots of beautiful things. And you have to wait. You have to wait a minute. Not wait for it to get there, but you have to wait a minute, and then I'll send it to you. Because I've got my package ready to go with the paper and stuff. And this kind of goes with it. But first, I want to show you what goes with the journal. I found this mug. And I just fell in love with it. Take the tags off of it. I fell in love with this journal. It says happiness is realizing that the best things in life are free. And then when you turn it up on the inside, it says the bonds we have lasting. And then happiness is a hug shared, encouragement given, a phone call at just the right time, a kind word given or received, a smile, and a precious gift. But that comes from remembering that the best things in life are free. Isn't that pretty? So I think she did. And she has just really encouraged me from the time I started. So excuse the paper, but I'm going to wrap it back up. So that goes over here to go with that. Now, Spanky, it's your turn. You're going to get to see it because you've seen everything else. So, here it is. Whoa, let me turn it over. You see what it says? Am I streaming? Am I gone? It says, be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. And it's pink. And inside it says, because normal is boring. And it just screamed at me for you. It is so you. It is so you. The pink, you out of this, girl. So anyway, I just, it just screamed. I found several flamingo things, but this screamed at me, Spanky. Hi, Jamie. So this is going in your box, honey, to be sent to you. Oh, Malia. Okay, honey. So I hope you like it as much as I did. I'm telling you, I was just thrilled. So I'm going to put it back in the wrapper. And so again, I'm going to crinkle a little while. I will wrap it better before I send it. And girls, I've got something else laid out here that I'm going to do. And I'm going to start making these. So if you want one, you need to put your order in. This, I'll turn it around because I'm doing it upside. This is my scissor holder. It will hold 4 pairs of scissors in the top of it. So right now I've only got 2 in it, but it will hold 4 pairs. You can hang it on your wall next to your desk, or on the edge of your desk if you want to. Um, this is mine. This was my grandmother's heart. My grandma Lawrence. And I would not take $1 million for that little heart brooch. I mean, it's not anything fancy except that she wore it all the time. She loved to wear it on sweat. She wore sweaters a lot, and she always wore it on her sweaters. And this one down here, this antique one, was my mother's. Now, I don't know where she got it, but she had it for as long as I can remember. So it may have been one of her mom's. But it is a basket of flowers, and the flowers are all rhinestones. And I always said that was mine. And so I did get it. And so I hung it here. When I'm sewing, I can just look up and I see my mother and my grandmother sitting at their sewing machines. And it just means a lot to me. And so you can embellish them any way you want. The thing I laid down here earlier was one that I started to make, but I got it too small. It looks the same size, but it is not as big. It won't hold as many pairs of scissors. But this is one that I'd started to make, and it doesn't have a back on it. But I am going to make these, and if you would, so if you would like to have one, just let me know in the comments afterwards, whatever. They won't be too much. They're pretty simple to make. I don't know if I've got fancy stuff like this to make any more with, but I will make them pretty. And, I do have lace and that kind of thing that I can put on them and make them pretty. And I've made several. In fact, one of mine went to New Zealand. There's I forgot that I still had my thumbtacks in it because I took it off the wall to show. But anyway, this is what I'm going to in the near future. I'm going to start making these along with making my journal. I'll be sewing these kind of things up. And if you would like to have one, if you're like me, you lose your scissors all the time. One of the things I'm going to do for the crafting community is I want to make a smaller pocket where this is set in right here. I want to make a smaller pocket for your cutting, your little scissors to be in the front and your bigger scissors in the back. So it will have more pockets. It'll be a pocket, an extra pocket to put your little scissors in. And these are my, my fussy cutting scissors and what I use. And I've got 3 pairs of them now. And I would really like to have one for my crafting area. So that's something I've got planned. Yes, well, it's wonderful that you don't, but I'll tell you what, I put my desk and I lose them. I mean, when I craft, this whole desk just gets covered, and it's covered already, but it gets even worse. I have maybe a 2-foot area that I can craft in here. I have more than that, but right now I've got the computer on it, and I've got stuff over here on it. I've got my little journal I just finished making, and I fixed the spine on it, so it's not doesn't, it's not cracked anymore. And actually glued down this ribbon. So it is attached now. Of having to make the spine separate. Well, and then this glue is not helping right now. So I need to work with the spine. And again, because I've done this, so I need to work with the spine a little bit more. But so anyway, I got that one done. And then I found some other things that I'm going to sell. I found, if I haven't covered them all up. Oh, and I've got these two are made. I made a couple of, I beg to differ. Okay, do I need to start over? Oh my God, down to everything. Well, I am buffering and I can see I'm getting two. Okay, Maddie, I'm so sorry. I can restart my stream. Um, Bye, Maddie.